Hi, Ms. Dakin. Since joining my first legit AP class, I've learned two different tips. One, study, study, study. Study as hard as you can, and when you think you're done, study again. Two, it's okay to ask for help because everyone in class is dealing with the same thing. We're all in the same boat, and we can learn a lot from each other. Everyone has their own unique perspective, and it actually helps me feel relief to know that other people are going through the same things as me. Something new I experienced was probably the small amount of quizzes and tests we had in this class. I'm not really used to that because in most of my English classes, we usually have a quiz or test every week, which we didn't have. We had a lot of group tests, which I liked. But also, I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have slightly more. Two things I learned were literary criticism and juxtaposition. I learned a lot about literary criticism in Miss Almir's class, but you helped break it down for me in a way I could actually understand. And juxtaposition, I actually learned about that in art class with Miss Aiken, but I didn't really know you could apply it to English. And I thought that was kind of cool that we could use that in both ways. The work that's had the most impact on me throughout our semester is probably Jane Eyre. I really liked the book. Honestly, when I first started reading it, I was like, it's kind of boring. Maybe it's going to take too long. But the more I read about it, the more I really started to appreciate Jane, because a lot of people judge the book as it not being very feminist-like. But on the contrary, I actually thought it was a feminist book, because Jane stuck to her beliefs, and she did the right thing, but she also did what she wanted. And maybe being of Rochester was not good to a lot of people. That was her choice, and that's the point of being a feminist. You get to make your own choices. One thing I'd say is I think we need more quizzes. That's the one thing I would change. I really like the amount of quizzes and tests we had before, but honestly, I don't think it was enough. I think maybe it'd be cool to have a vocab quiz every week, because that would probably help a lot of grammar and vocab, which I need a lot of help with, and I'm sure a lot of other people do. But if not, that's okay. Maybe it'd be cool. We could do like vocab from different works we're reading, or even poems, and then just like the assignments you gave us where we had to pick words we didn't understand. I think it would be cool to like actually have a vocab quiz on those words. That way we learn them better, and we could probably use them in our essays. Honestly, I really appreciated you so much in this class. I loved hearing about your perspective and about how we shouldn't pity ourselves, because like you said, if you think you have it bad, there's always going to be someone else who has it way worse. Just like what you've gone through, you've taught me that if I work hard and I have faith, I can do all things. I learned that I can do well and I can retain information. I just need to study way more than I do. It can be difficult though, but I promise to myself and to you and my next teacher that I will study way harder and I will get all my work done in time. Going with that, I think my best work, honestly, was just the small assignments we had. We had a lot of little essays on the guest speakers, which I thought was fun. But, I don't know, I need to study harder. I struggled with the monologues a lot because I thought I knew them. And I said it out loud, and I was like, nope, I know this. And then I got up there, and, it didn't go that great. I tried my best to get everything turned in time. And again, I'm going to try this even harder next year. And two gifts of Christ that would apply to this are wisdom and faith. In this class, you need wisdom to understand the assignments as well as understand how to solve them. And faith, you can only do this if you have faith. You need to trust in God and yourself. And one word to describe this class is discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. We need so much discipline to study, to ask for help, and to listen to you. Sometimes I zone out a little bit, which I shouldn't. Or I ramble instead of answering the question, which I'm probably doing that now. But I just want to say that I really appreciate you as a teacher. You're probably the best English teacher I've ever had. And you're just a really great person on your own. because you tell things as they are. You don't beat around the bush, which I respect. I very much respect you. And I wish I could have you as a teacher next year, but even though I can't, I hope you do well. Thank you, Miss Dakin.